For a number of years, a great ambassador, does a lot of things off the field, just a fun person to be around. As he waits, Matz has his sign from Contreras. Here's his pitch. There's a line drive, another one curving foul, almost in the same spot. So Perez steps back in. Matz has a new baseball. He looks in to get the location from Wilson Contreras into his windup. Here's his pitch as the ball is popped up in the right field. Tommy Edman comes in. Two more steps. He makes the one-handed catch for the first out. We owe you a station break along the line, and we'll give it to you on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Bobby Witt Jr. stands in. He's 0 for 3 on the afternoon. The right-handed hitter sees the first pitch from Steven Matz on the inside corner. Call it a strike.
I do like their tradition that's going on in baseball at 3 o'clock every game, no matter where they're playing, no matter what's going on. They have a kind of a moment of remembrance on Memorial Day, and we had one between innings here, and I thought that was a very nice moment here.
As Witt fouls another one off.
And John Hewlett, the Cardinal PA announcer, who's been so good for so many years at doing this, asked all of the servicemen and women to stand up, and everybody gave him a nice round of applause. That was a nice moment.
It certainly was. We'll have another nice applause when the Cardinals score a bunch of runs in the bottom half of this inning. There's a pitch inside for a ball to Bobby Witt Jr.
You may be interested in this little tidbit. The Cardinals and the Royals have never been on either side of a perfect game in their history.
And it won't happen today either, as Witt is hit with a pitch as he ran it in on him. So he's hit by a pitch, and he'll take his base with one out. Matz trying to establish the inside portion of the plate, and that one just got away from him. Hit him right in the foot. So MJ Melendez, who's had a pretty interesting day, 1 for 2, but that triple was one of the big moments of the game. He's a left-handed hitter, open stance, sees the first pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Runner at first, that's Witt. He can steal a base. He's stolen 7 so far this season. Oh, check that, 15 so far this season. Big lead from first as well. Matz pauses, runner going, swing and a miss. Down to second he goes, no throw, as Bobby Witt Jr. has stolen his 16th base of the season. I mean, there was a situation there where his lead was so big you had to throw over, but you didn't. So now a runner's in scoring position with 1 out. Melendez is waiting. You can get him on the strikeout. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Now he's in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. MJ Melendez. He is the right fielder for the Royals this afternoon. Another one on the way. There's a pitch. It's a call, strike 3. So Melendez goes down on strikes for the 65th time of the season. 2 out now in the inning, and that brings up Michael Massey. Massey flied to center, reached on an infield single, and walked. He's also a left-handed hitter. Fans trying to get the wave started out in left center field. Oh, and that one hits Massey as well, as that ball got away from Matz. So Matz has hit 2 hitters, or are they going to say hit the bat? Well, let's see. No, they said they nailed him. So Matz has hit 2 batters in this inning. So you have runners at first and second now with 2 out. And Freddie Vermin stands in. Vermin has an RBI on a sacrifice. He's also grounded out and struck out. So for Matz, that is the second and third hit batsman for him so far in 2023. First pitch on the way to the right-handed hitting Vermin. It's a call strike on the outside corner. Freddie Vermin is behind the plate today. Balanced stance in the box. Matz checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way. There's a pitch high for a ball. Ramin mops his brow, stays in the box. He's set. 16 seconds left on the clock. They don't hold the runner at first. Witt, we know, can steal a base, but probably not in this situation as Ramin taps one foul toward the screen near the Kansas City dugout. Hey, don't miss your chance to get discounted tickets. You can get 8 or more gallons of gas at participating stations using the My Phillips 66 Fuel Forward app. You can receive 2 Cardinal tickets. If you need more information, just check them out at cardinals.com/Phillips66. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes, but the inning is over as Bobby Witt was trying to steal the bag. But the Cardinals get out unscathed. 2 hit batsmen in the inning. The Cardinals strand 2 runners. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and here comes some Cardinal runs. They need them. They trail 3-0.
Enjoy a game in the Proficient Red Jacket Club this season. This climate-controlled, all-inclusive club highlights and honors the Cardinals Hall of Famers. And you can leave your wallet at home. All-inclusive tickets to the Proficient Red Jacket Club include a full upscale buffet and full-service bar, along with a great view of the game. All-inclusive Proficient Red Jacket Club tickets are available now at cardinals.com/all-inclusive or cardinals.com/Red Jacket Club.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Backing up is Nootbaar. He's at the track. He jumps, and he caught it!
Kick off your summer at the ballpark with the Cardinals and Reds the weekend of June 9th through the 11th. On Friday night, 25,000 fans aged 16 and older will take home a Cardinals hat courtesy of Shane Company. This white hat features a gold front metal STL logo and metallic Cardinals script on the side. Add this exclusive hat to your collection on Friday, June the 9th. Tickets at cardinals.com.
This is Lars Nootbaar. Summer in St. Louis means baseball.
Support one of our local nonprofits making a difference right next door in downtown St. Louis. Gateway Arch Park Foundation supports conservation, education, and community programs that bring the park to life year-round. They need you to get involved in the mission to uplift St. Louis by attending their spring fundraiser Picnic in Your Park on Sunday, June 11th. As a thank you, you'll get access to exclusive discounts on Cardinals tickets to that day's game against the Reds. Show them your support and reserve your basket today. Visit archpark.org/picnic.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 7th now. The Cardinals lead things off with Oscar Mercado. He's 0 for 1 on the day. The first pitch from Mike Myers is low for a ball. In case you haven't heard, Mike Myers and the Kansas City Royals have a no-hitter going. Did I just say that?
I think you did.
Okay. I'll say it again if necessary. Mercado swings at another pitch. It's popped up into center field. The center fielder is there. He shades his eyes. He's under it, and he makes the one-handed catch for the first out.
You know, I think it's about time for the worm to turn. And I've heard that expression is Shakespearean, and it is Shakespeare Day. And I just found that out. Chip Carey just told me that. So I think that's kind of what we needed is the worm to turn.
You know, Chip is a very well-read individual, so here is Jim Jackson's pick to click right here. Paul Goldschmidt. He stands in. And Mike Myers, who is now in the 5th inning of work, first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Did I mention the most he's gone this year was 4 2/3?
You did say that.
All right, so just want to make sure. As Myers goes into his windup, his next pitch on the way, and that one is low for a ball.
Sure doesn't look tired, though. He's really been sharp, and what's been sharp about him is his command in the zone. He's not all over the place. He's not walking batters at all. Not getting a lot of strikeouts. He has 2, but so what? He's making good pitches.
Myers has his location. Here's his pitch. Outside corner called strike. Goldie thought about it. It's a good pitch by Myers.
Still at 94, so not tiring.
You don't think a little adrenaline is working with him as well, do you?
I would say so.
Hernandez is up in the Kansas City bullpen. Another one on the way, and Goldschmidt slices one foul into the second deck.
45,911 is my guess for the attendance here. And if that were the guess is right, and I think it's going to be close, that would be the 6th sellout of the year for the Cardinals.
Next pitch to Goldie, outside for a ball, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Cardinals not only don't have a hit, they don't have a base runner. So we'll take anything we can get at this point. As Paul Goldschmidt stands in. Myers, his pitch on the way. There's a pitch that's hit in the center field. The center fielder is there, though. He's at the track. He drifts over, makes a one-handed catch, 2 down. 2 well-hit balls, but not the distance that the Cardinals would like to have. So here comes Nolan Gorman.
I thought that one might have a chance off the bat as Goldie hit that one pretty solidly. And, you know, as I look up at the flags above the scoreboard in right field, they're not blowing out right now. They're kind of blowing more towards left, and when they're been blowing out, the ball's been carrying that way.
So Nolan Gorman stands in. Gorman waits on the first pitch from Myers, and it's a called strike, high in the strike zone. Still at 94 miles an hour. I wonder how many no-hitters Nolan Gorman's broken up in his career.
We'll have to ask him.
Well, he'll tell you about the one he did today as he slices one foul and out of play. Hey, don't forget this game is brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. You can crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. So Gorman, 0-2. The pitch on the way. Low for a ball. Did he go around? They say yes, and he goes down on strikes. Gorman can't believe it. We played 7. Ricky has the 8th. Kansas City leads 3-0.
Pia's opens every morning, daily at 7 a.m. You will find it all at Pia's with live video gaming, sports, food, drinks, and fun. See you at Pia's, West Springfield Avenue in Champaign. Serving food 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and drinks until 2 a.m. daily. Pia serves up its famous 10-ounce Slugger Burger, along with great wings and so much more. You will find it all at Pia's with live video gaming, sports, food, drinks, and fun. See you at Pia's, West Springfield Avenue in Champaign.
Let Max Twin City Recycling pay you for your junk metal items. As the weather begins to heat up, now is a great time to put cash in your pocket for the steel, copper, brass, and aluminum items you've been meaning to get rid of. We've recently added a large concrete pad to make unloading quicker and cleaner for our customers. Visit us on North Lincoln Avenue, just north of I-74, or at maxrecycling.com.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. This Memorial Day weekend, it's our BOGO Plus sale. Through Monday only, you can buy 1 square foot of any floor and get the second foot half off. That's any carpet, any floor. Our hottest selling luxury vinyl floors, durable and pet-friendly carpet, gorgeous hardwood and tile. It's all BOGO half off, including our Shaw Floors collection. Beautiful Shaw floors are designed with you in mind. Discount on material only. See store for details. Plus, you can shop our amazing selection of furniture, rugs, and accessories. It's all buy one, get one half off. Plus, you can buy any carpet or floor with special 2 years free financing. You'll always find unmatched service from our family-owned business. If you're ready to update your home, we're here for you. Don't miss our Memorial Day BOGO Plus sale through Monday only at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. Open Memorial Day 10 to 5.
Nicky Lopez leads off the top of the 8th inning. Game moving along quickly here as the Cardinals just have not had anything going offensively. And when I say anything, I mean anything. They do not have a base runner yet as we begin play in the 8th. Steven Matz back out to work, and he hits the outside corner, evening the count at 1-1. Facing Lopez, then Waters, then Prado here for Kansas City, who scored in the 3rd inning and added 2 more in the 5th off of Adam Wainwright. There's a foul off to the left side, and that will be a souvenir. Nice crowd on hand here today. Again, the 6th sellout of the season. Cardinals do have tickets remaining for the next homestand, which is the Cincinnati Reds and the San Francisco Giants. The next pitch from Matz is a cutter, it looks like, that was outside 2-2. Friday, June 9th, Saturday, June 10th, Sunday, June 11th. There's between 2,000 and 4,000 tickets remaining for those 3 games. Next pitch is hit sharply into left center field, and it's going to drop for a hit as Mercado chases it down, and Lopez has his third hit of the afternoon. He's had a nice day. The Giants will then be in town on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The Giants are a decent ball club, and those are Monday night game, Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon. And there's 4,000 or 5,000 tickets remaining for those games as well. Still a good crowd that's going to be there all those nights, but go to Cardinals.com and get your tickets. Drew Waters bats. That's the first hit allowed by Steven Matz. Inning of work number 3 for him. The first pitch is fouled back by the right-handed batting Waters, who is a switch hitter. 24-year-old is 0 for 3 here today. And we do thank our friends at Wells Fargo Advisors for pledging $100 to Cardinals Care for every double play the Cardinals turn throughout the season. There's a pickoff move to first, and back safely is Lopez, who's 2 for 2 running the bases, stealing the bases. Stealing percentage is up in baseball, no doubt about that. Next pitch to Waters is swung on and missed, way late on the fastball up in the zone. I like the mix better for Matz today.
Yeah, he's been in and up, in and out, really running the pitches in on those hitters, the right-handers especially.
He holds before he delivers the 0-2 pitch, long hold, and here comes the pitch. The runner's going. It's a ball. The throw is wide and safe at second.
Wow.
And hitting the glove, and the baseball arrived at the head of the runner all at the same time. That's Lopez, and he's shaken up a little bit. The glove of Gorman came off. It flew off his hand as he tried to catch the ball and tag Lopez, and everything kind of got there at the same time. Looking at it one more time on the replay, the glove hit the hand and the head. He's actually threw up his sliding glove right in front of his
But
helmet.
You know what, Ricky, I think that ball hit the helmet.
And I think it hit the helmet too, right?
Yeah.
But the glove was right up against the helmet, and he was, I guess, a natural protective move. But the ball hit the helmet, and the glove came flying off the hand of Gorman, and they're attending to him at second base. Looks like he's okay, but bell rung a little bit there. He's going to stay in the ball game as the head athletic trainer has his say, and Lopez picks up his third stolen base.
That's a big run for Kansas City out there.
Boy, is it ever. Steven Matz trying to complete 3 scoreless innings here, and there is some action in the Cardinals bullpen. It's Drew Verhagen, a right-hander. He is backing up Steven Matz. 3 lefties in a row here. Well, we've just had the switch hitter strike out, so 2 lefties in a row, Prado and Pasquantino. Those will be the responsibility of Matz, I would assume, as he pumps in a strike to Prado. He's been good against left-handed batters. Right-handed batters have hit him well this year. And he's trying to figure out a better mix against right-handers. Prado is single, doubled, struck out, and bounced out. Nice lead at second by Lopez, and the pitch is grounded foul, and then grounded foul again. He hit it into the ground, and then on the follow-through, hit it again. I would say that should be 2 strikes.
I'll take it any way I can get it at this point. Kansas City, 10 hits, and they stranded 10 runners so far.
That's Adam Wainwright at work. He gave up a lot of hits. Didn't really break. He did bend a bit. 3 runs allowed in 5 innings. At least giving his team a chance to win. But the Cardinals have just not hit today. The 0-2 pitch is taken high by Prado. 1-2. Pitch number 47 coming up for the starter/reliever Steven Matz. I would say this is as good as we've seen him for a while. The curveball has looked good. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and that was the curveball. Much, much better here today. He strikes out Prado, and he's 1 batter away from putting up his 3rd straight 0 on the board. That was a good downward breaking pitch from the lefty Matz. Stallman started. Mike Myers has pitched, well, most of the game. From the 2nd inning on, no action still in the Royals' pen as the breaking pitch is high, and Contreras had a little hard time catching that ball because it didn't actually break. It had curveball spin on it, but it just stayed up. So 1-0 on Pasquantino, who has 2 hits and an RBI in this game. The lefty starts with his bat on his shoulder, then lifts it up and takes a strike from Steven Matz. The outfield is fairly shallow. I just think they're in a position where they've got to be close enough to throw a runner out at home. Mercado's playing a very shallow center field. Pasquantino has power, too. Burleson in left, Mercado in center, Edman in right. And the next pitch is hit through the hole between short and third. That's a hit, and charging it is Burleson. The throw to the plate is not in time as Lopez scored. He was actually waiting to see if that ball was going to get through the infield. He didn't want the ball to hit him, actually. And the ball went into left field with shortstop being vacant and a base hit the other way, and the Royals tack on. They now lead 4-0. That may be it for Steven Matz with Perez due up. That would be my guess. Still a decent outing here for Steven Matz, but he gives up a run on the Pasquantino RBI hit, his second RBI of the game. And it is time for a pitching change as Ali Marmol is out to the mound. This pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We'll be right back.
Anchors away. Experience the mighty Mississippi this spring aboard the riverboats at the Gateway Arch. See spectacular views of the Arch on a 1-hour St. Louis riverfront cruise. Grab your friends for a drink on our Sunday brunch cruise. Bring the kids for a weekend afternoon lunch at the Paddle Wheel Cafe. Make family meals easy with a dinner cruise on the Mississippi. Cruises begin March 3rd for the 2023 season. Book your cruise today at gatewayarch.com/buy tickets.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com to get started. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
When one Cardinal legend moves on, there always seems to be another right behind him. I can say the same thing for Cardinals Magazine, which always lives up to its commitment to make its next issue better than the last. Readers love the content that stands out from the norm. Classic, informative, entertaining, exclusive. If you can't get enough Cardinals baseball, you'll get a lot closer when you subscribe to Cardinals Magazine. Call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Steven Matz out 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits allowed. He's given up 1 run so far. Did not walk a batter, struck out 4. That's good. And he leaves with 1 runner still aboard. That is Pasquantino, the runner at first base. And he gives way to Drew Verhagen, who's pitcher number 3 today for the Cardinals. It's 4-0 Royals as they've out-hit the Cardinals 11-0. And Verhagen's first batter will be Perez, who is 1 for 4 today. He singled and scored in the 5th inning. Pasquantino, the runner at first, not going, and the pitch is a little bit outside ball 1 at 93 from Verhagen. Verhagen, the right-hander, big, tall right-hander, checks the runner at first base. And there's a swing and a foul back by Perez, who's trying to shoot that ball through the right side.
A lot of real estate on that side of the field.
The last 5 no-hitters against the Cardinals since 1960. Don Cardwell, Gaylord Perry, Tom Seaver, Fernando Valenzuela, I was there for that one. Johan Santana, I was there for that one. All have been on the road. There's a swing and a miss. Good pitch by Verhagen. Santana no-hit the Cardinals in New York in 2012.
That was the beginning of the replay conversation because Adrian Johnson missed that one.
And maybe he shouldn't have. Fernando Valenzuela no-hit the Cardinals in Los Angeles in June of 1990. And the urban legend says the plate was about 40 inches wide that day. as the breaking pitch misses outside. That comes from Vince Coleman, who complained about that for several weeks.
No, several years.
But he may have been right. And Fernando, of course, an outstanding pitcher, but he no-hit the Cardinals that day. Tom Seaver, a Hall of Famer, did it, and Gaylord Perry, a Hall of Famer, did it. Don Cardwell as well. Those are the last 5 as the pitch is swung on and missed by Perez. A good pitch by Verhagen. He does his job, and that sends us to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're not going to want to miss this. The Cardinals trailing without a hit to Kansas City 4-0.
Hey, Class A CDL drivers. Gail Frericks Trucking wants to invite you to join our team and get a taste of what it's like to work with a team that cares about you, your home time, and your professional growth, as well as your paycheck. This is Operations Manager Donna Onstadt inviting you to join us as we continue building the company you would have started if you knew then what you know now. Gail Frericks Trucking. Call 765-793-7131 today. Our drivers are pre-dispatched, make a guaranteed minimum gross pay of $1,200 per week, have paid vacations and benefits, and are home every weekend and sometimes during the week for quality family time. Our openings are limited, so don't miss your opportunity with the top-paying trucking company in the area, Gail Frericks Trucking. Call 765-793-7131 today. The days are getting longer, and our customers are booking us up with freight. Gail Frericks Trucking. 765-793-7131 or email timo@gftlog.com.
If you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or van, look no further than Sarah Champagne. You know them for their 5 incredible vehicle brands, the BMW, Honda, Subaru, Buick, and GMC. But did you know they also have over 100 used cars, trucks, and vans in stock right now? And at Sarah Champagne, they will take care of you. You can trust them. And prices begin at under $2,000. Stop by Sarah Champagne. They're Burwash and Savoy, or go online, sarahchampagne.com. That's Sarah, SERRA, champagne.com.
Hi, this is Kirk Lehman, owner of Aftershock Decals and Design. We are a one-stop shop for your business needs. Whether you're just starting up or already in business, we can help you get your brand out there. We do everything from logo design or redesign, outdoor signage to banners, window and wall graphics, fleet graphics, vehicle wraps, and more. We also provide custom racing wraps and decals. If you need anything I just mentioned, you need to get a quote from me, Kirk Lehman. Just visit us at AftershockDD.com.
Slider misses outside, ball 1 to Nolan Arenado, who's leading off for the 3rd time in this game. The 1-0 pitch is hit to left field for a base hit. And that breaks up the perfect game and the no-hitter, the combined perfect game / no-hitter for Josh Staumont and Mike Meyer. As the Cardinals have their first base runner playing here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that was a clean line drive single by the Cardinal third baseman Arenado.
So at 71 pitches, how long does the Kansas City manager go with Mike Myers at this point?
I think once he's given up a hit, I think all bets are off on that. I'm sure he's going to go to his pen soon.
Clark is in the bullpen warming up as we speak.
And it's Clark. Contreras at the plate, who takes it outside. Again, they've got Garrett and Chapman from the left side. And Scott Barlow is their closer. He has 6 saves, and we've seen him before.
So you know what this is? That's the no-hitter information that I don't have to worry about talking about it.
Don't have to worry about that anymore.
It's all done.
2-0 the count on Contreras. Well, I mentioned the last 5 no-hitters against the Cardinals. The last time there was actually one in St. Louis, it was at League Park. I don't even know where that is. League Park. As the Brooklyn Superbas beat the Cardinals 2-0. And there's a strike, and that was in 1906. I didn't get the box score on that, and that was Mel Eason. You remember Mel?
Heard about him.
Christy Mathewson also threw a no-hitter at League Park. One of the great
I wonder if that's
Giant
Robinson
pitchers.
Field.
There's a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And Contreras breaks his offer on a base hit up the middle, and the Cardinals are in business here in the 8th inning. And it is Brendan Donovan coming to the plate. And here's the answer to your question as the manager pops out of the dugout. We are going to have a pitching change. And this pitching change is brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, helping feed Cardinal fans across the nation. Join the conversation on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll be right back.
Grandpa, what's a sacrifice fly?
Well, it's when a batter hits a fly ball to drive in a run. He gives himself up.
He gives himself up for his friend?
Well, yes.
Grandpa?
Yeah?
I want to be a Cardinal when I grow up.
The minute your grandson became a Cardinals fan. Marriott St. Louis Grand. Best place to take in the boys of summer. Book this minute at MarriottStLouisGrand.com to get great deals on tickets and to be steps away from Busch Stadium. Let's play ball.
You're driving to the stadium with the windows down and the music up. Your family chanting, "Let's go Birds" from the back. Life couldn't be better. Then boom, your car breaks down. Now what? It's easy when you have a plan through CarShield. With 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car options, you don't have to feel picked off. We'll even help you find a local mechanic or work with yours. You'll be back on the road in no time, but you have to call CarShield before your car strikes out. Call 1-800-482-2416 today.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up, home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to Ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Hello, everybody. I'm John Rooney. Do you have an old car that's taking up room in the driveway? Repairs are costly and selling is a hassle? That's why you should donate it to Goodwill. Donating is quick and towing is free. Plus, you get a tax receipt and 4 tickets to a Cardinals game, compliments of the St. Louis Cardinals. That's a win-win. For more information or to donate, visit online at mersgoodwill.org. Must mention Cardinals.
Taylor Clark is the new pitcher for Kansas City. He is a 29-year-old from Ashburn, Virginia. He was originally drafted by Arizona, pitched at the College of Charleston. And he will have Brendan Donovan with nobody out, 2 on in the bottom of the 8th inning. Maybe a Cardinal rally brewing here. First pitch inside, ball 1 to Donovan. So no hits for the Cardinals as they entered this inning, the bottom of the 8th inning. A leadoff hit for Arenado. Then Contreras with a base hit up the middle, snapping an 0 for 27. And now it's Donovan at the plate. He takes inside, 2-0. And I will mention again that Kansas City has had a team ERA of over 5. Next to last in the American League, and they haven't given up anything yet. I say it's time. The pitch to Donovan is popped up, right side. Backing up is the second baseman, and he's calling for it. He's struggling with it a little bit, but he makes the play. That's Massey. And that's out number 1. And before Paul DeYoung bats, let's pause for station identification. On this Memorial Day, you and your friends are listening to the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Paul DeYoung is 0 for his last 19. Time for him to snap it, but he pops this one up. Same spot. This time they're going to give way to the right fielder, and he makes the play, Melendez. So the Cardinals had something going here, but now they've got 2 on and 2 outs, and it's up to Alec Burleson to keep it going. Maryville University uses the latest technology from data analytics, AI, and blockchain to prepare students for the careers of the future. Leading the revolution in higher education. Learn more at maryville.edu. The Cardinals have been out hit 11-2. Burleson is 0 for 2. He's popped up and he flied out. And he takes a pitch on the outside corner. On the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center scoreboard, the Cubs beat the Rays 1-0. Marcus Stroman won a complete game. I remember people telling me about those.
There's something that I thought was against the rules. It's so infrequent as we see them.
But he did it. Only gave up 1 hit in 9 innings, 105 pitches, struck out 8, walked 1. So Stroman beats the Rays. And again, the game later today, the Pirates will take on the Giants. 0-2 pitch is hit high in the air, right side, and that's going to be caught by somebody. If it comes down, he's out. It is the first baseman settling under it, and Burleson is out, and we will go to the ninth. The Cardinals, well, they had something going, but the rally fizzled. We go to the ninth, 4-0 Kansas City.
Summer is the perfect time for creating family memories at Central Missouri's beautiful Lake of the Ozarks, voted the best recreational lake in the nation. Rent a boat and take the kids tubing, skiing, or wakeboarding. Count the smiles at the indoor and outdoor water park, or spend the day on the lake exploring 1,150 miles of scenic Ozark shoreline. Plan your summer getaway today and get a free Lake of the Ozarks vacation guide at funlake.com. Produced in cooperation with Visit Missouri.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery needs to be replaced, our professional parts people can help you find the best Superstart battery for your vehicle and budget. Don't wait. Get your battery tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, it's Matt and Leslie Holiday. When we got to St. Louis, it wasn't long before we started searching for a way to give back.
We visited Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, and we knew this is where we belonged.
Homers for Health has been going strong for 12 years and made such an unbelievable impact on the hospital. I've won a World Series and been inducted to the Cardinals Hall of Fame, but I consider the work we have done at Cardinal Glennon to be my greatest achievement.
Please make your pledge for patients today at homersforhealth.org. Your support truly does matter. Presented by Heartland, Coca-Cola, and Chick-fil-A.
Welcome to Quick Trip. Yeah, I'm looking at your made-to-order subs, and there are a lot of options. I mean, a lot.
Of course, we can customize your sub any way you want.
Any way? I mean, with the cheeses alone, times 3 meats divided by all the toppings.
Do you need some more time?
And we haven't even talked about the bread.
We can also toast it.
Toast it? The options are so endless, I might be here all day.
Or you could just pick a classic combo, maybe the Big Italian.
Yeah, let's do that.
QT. More than a gas station.
Drew Verhagen has the ninth inning, a swing and a foul ball right past the first base coach, and that is Damon Hollins. Vance Wilson is their third base coach. Paul Hoover is their bench coach. Brian Sweeney, their pitching coach, and Alec Zumwalt is their hitting coach. And the them I'm talking about is the Kansas City Royals. Curveball misses low. Matt Quatrero from Albany, New York. 7 years in the minor leagues. Longtime coach, is now the manager of the Royals. Swing and a miss as Witt comes up empty. He's 0 for 3 and was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning. The stolen base by Lopez, by the way, really helped out Kansas City in the 8th inning. That gave him that extra run as Witt asks for time, and it's granted by our home plate umpire, Mark Wagner. Not a lot of complaints about the calls behind home plate today. And Mark Wagner is the crew chief here. Setting up outside is Contreras, and the pitch from Verhagen is outside, 2-2. A warm day in St. Louis, but the Cardinal bats have not been hot. 2 base hits to lead off the 8th, but they could not get a run across. The 2-2 delivery from Verhagen is high, and that one kind of did not come out of his hand right. Looked like it meant to be a sinker, but it just sailed up in the strike zone and not close to the intended target. So he's got a 3-2 pitch coming up. He'll face Witt Jr., Melendez, and Massey here in the 9th inning. Next delivery, a curveball. That's hit high and deep to left field. How deep? It is over the wall and into the bullpen. Bobby Witt has just hit his 10th home run of the year, and it's 5-0 Kansas City Royals. Their 12th hit of the afternoon. Witt's first hit, and that was a no-doubter, a hanging breaking ball from Verhagen. Well, it's a tough league, the major leagues. Guys on the other team are pretty good, and if you make a mistake, most of the time they make you pay for it, and that's what just happened. A home run deep into the bullpen and left. Swing and a miss, strike one on Melendez, who was trying to go back-to-back. 5-0 Kansas City. They've out-hit the Cardinals 12-2, and we have an errorless game going on as Verhagen hits the outside corner at 96. That's probably what he was hoping to do. hit that corner on that 2-2 delivery, didn't get it, and then hung a curveball. Sometimes we throw the breaking ball when it's 3-2. You just kind of flip it up there because you don't want to walk the guy, and then that happens. The 0-2 pitch is high, 1-2 to MJ Melendez, who has struck out, as we've mentioned, 65 times this year, but he's going to be a good player, too. The 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to the left side. That's sneaking towards the stands, and it's out of play. John Rooney is off today and tomorrow, so I'll do this by myself. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the St. Louis Cardinals. Brought to you by Brown & Crouppen, a great law firm. I know John's listening, and he was saying that along with me. The 1-2 pitch from Verhagen is a little bit low, 2-2. In the bottom of the ninth inning, the Cardinals have one more shot at getting on the scoreboard against the Royals. Hernandez is still throwing, or at least his name's on the board in the Royals bullpen. The 2-2 pitch is outside. They will have Tommy Edman, and then the top of the order, and that is Oscar Mercado, and then Paul Goldschmidt. And if you're just joining us, Lars Nootbaar started this game. Hit the ball well his first time up, lined out, made a good catch in center, but then went to catch another ball and tweaked something in his back. And that pitch is low, and he walked it. So Melendez is aboard with nobody out. And that'll bring in Massey for the fifth time today. Boy, the Royals have been at the plate the entire game. That's what it seems like. Sometimes you go to the ballpark and it's like, wait a minute, did we get to play? They have 12 hits. The Cardinals' right fielder Tommy Edman has batted twice in this game. And Massey hits that ball a ton to right field. Is it going to stay in the park? Backing up to the track and jumping, and he can't get it. It's a big fly, a home run for Massey, as Tommy Edman gave it a great effort up against the wall and just came up a tad short. A 2-run home run for Massey, his fourth of the year. And the Royals tack on 2 more. 2 home runs in the inning off of Verhagen. 7-0 Kansas City. Well, 4-0 was bad enough. Tommy gave a great effort there. Looking at it on the replay, just barely missed it. Verhagen misses low, ball 1 to Fermin. The walk certainly didn't help. The walk to Melendez. 367-foot home run, and he kind of needed every foot of that to get it out of here. 2-0 the count now on Fermin. The Cardinals would be hesitant, I think, to get up another pitcher here, so this is going to be Verhagen's inning. Even though it didn't start well, there's a pop-up on the infield. Shallow center field. Who wants it? Everybody's calling for it, so DeYoung calls last, so he makes the play. And Fermin pops out to the Cardinals shortstop, out number 1, and mercifully the Cardinals get an out here in the top of the ninth inning. 7-0 Kansas City. A run in the third, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the eighth inning, and then 3 more in the ninth. And they've stranded 11 runners today, so it could actually be worse. But it's still pretty bad. Curveball swung on and missed. But there is, of course, tomorrow you get to play again. Miles Mikolas will be up against Zach Greinke. Greinke's 1-5, by the way, and Miles Mikolas is 3-1 and been pitching very well. Hard hit ball to the second baseman, under his glove, into right field. It's just been that kind of day. Norman gave it an effort, dove for it, just couldn't quite come up with it. Ball was hit sharply by Lopez, who just got his 4th hit of the day. Came in hitting .217. He can hit the Cardinals very well, that's for sure. So Drew Waters back to batting left-handed. So Greinke and Mikolas tomorrow. Our pregame show begins at 5:50. The play-by-play is at 6:35. And I know they'll be listening in on our featured station in Crossett, Arkansas. And they listen in there on KAGH. Cardinal country for sure. And if you're coming to St. Louis, go to explorestlouis.com. Find out all the things that are going on in the St. Louis area. There's a strike, and we do know that a lot of people come a long way to watch Cardinal baseball, and we appreciate that. Short lead at first, and the pitch is hit right through the box. That's another hit. A base hit for Waters into center field, his first hit, and there have been 4 hits in the inning. 2 homers, 2 singles, a walk, and a pop-out. And we are back to the top of the order. So a rough inning for Drew Verhagen, who is in relief of Steven Matz. Matz went 2 1/3 innings. 2 2/3 innings, as Dusty Blake is on his way out to talk to Verhagen. 2 2/3 innings for Matz. 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 4 strikeouts. So that's I would say, a positive step for Steven Matz. Yeah, Drew Verhagen, unfortunately, has given up 3 runs in relief of Steven. Adam Wainwright started. Waino picked up 6 strikeouts in this game, so he now has 2,163 career strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts. Bob Gibson has 3,117. He's the all-time leader for the Cardinals in strikeouts. Waino is second, but he's not going to catch Gibson, that's for sure. But sometimes second's not all bad. But Waino will not pick up career victory number 198. He's on the short side of the score at the moment with 2 runners on, 1 out. Conversation over, and the first pitch is taken low by Nick Pratto. Chris Stratton does get up in the Cardinals bullpen. He's the most durable of all Cardinal relievers, I would say. Next pitch from Drew is outside, 2-0. And at some point they're going to have to get Stratton into this game. They don't want to. Ollie Marmol talking that over with Dusty Blake now, as the fastball is a good one in at the knees to Pratto. Pratto, it's Pratto, not D-O, Pratto. Made his debut last year, first-round pick in 2017. And he's 2 for 5 in this game. This is his 6th at-bat of the game. And he takes high 3-1. So Pratto is hitting for the 6th time, and Tommy Edman has only batted twice in this game. It does indeed seem like the Royals have been up the entire game. There's a ground ball, foul. Past the first base coach. So far, the best news today is that the Cardinals were not no-hit. That's not great news, but for a while I thought that was the direction we were going, as the pitching's really good on the Kansas City side. 3-2 pitch is popped up into left field. Long way to run for Burleson, and he's not going to get it. It's going to drop in front of him. And boy, when it rains, it pours. A flare hit to left. 3rd hit of the game for Pratto. That loads the bases on a little flare that just was fair, just between Burleson and DeYoung. Nobody could get to it. And the Cardinals are going to go and get the pitcher Verhagen and go to the bullpen one more time, as Ollie Marmol is out. And we're going to have another pitching change. This one's brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We'll be right back.
At Gateway Arch National Park lies the iconic curve that has captured the heart of our city. But have you ever wondered, why is the Gateway Arch in St. Louis? Head below to where all our stories live in our new museum. Begin in 6 themed galleries detailing over 200 years of how St. Louis and our nation came to be. Revel in the sights above and wander below for the stories you didn't know in a free, world-class museum redesigned for all. Visit gatewayarch.com/museum to plan your visit to Gateway Arch National Park and Museum today.
Did you know that Mercy is the official medical provider of the St. Louis Cardinals? And what we do for them, we can do for you. Don't let sports-related pain ruin your game. Talk with a Mercy Sports Medicine Pro. We'll help you get back in the game and help you take your performance to the next level. Find your Mercy Pro at mercy.net/GoCards. That's mercy.net/GoCards. At Mercy, your life is our life's work.
Do you want to work for one of St. Louis's fastest growing public companies? Global digital consulting leader and proud Cardinal partner Proficient is ambitious and dynamic, and they're hiring software developers, business analysts, and project managers. There's no better time than right now to improve the launch angle of your success. Hit a career home run and join Proficient's winning team, a hometown hero well on its way to becoming a global giant. Proficient challenges, champions, and celebrates its people. Check out their openings today at proficient.com/careers.
A caring man took a walk. He saw people suffering. Anxiety ran high. Hatred rose. I'll prepare a feast and bring them together, he thought. But some refused to join him. He was heartbroken because he wanted everyone to be filled. Not with food and wine, but with compassion.
Jesus welcomed all to the table. Visit HeGetsUs.com to learn more.
The durable Chris Stratton comes in out of the Cardinals bullpen, and he will try to restore order here in the ninth inning. 7 men have come to the plate. The Royals have scored 3 runs already. They have the bases loaded, and it is Pasquantino at the plate, Vinny Pasquantino, but it will be the pinch hitter, Jackie Bradley Jr., as there was a defensive change last inning, and the breaking pitch is low, ball 1 to him. He has stayed in the game to play center field. So it's Jackie Bradley Jr. Played for the Brewers. Of course, he's played a lot of places. Red Sox for sure. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1 to him. He's had some good years, of course, as a big leaguer. And he has an RBI opportunity here, facing Chris Stratton, who would love a ground ball. The 1-1 pitch to him is outside, 2-1. Jackie Bradley Jr. hitting from the left side, and the next pitch to him is a called strike on the inside corner. And it's been a good plate today. Can't complain about that. Well, we can, but it won't do any good. Anyway, and it wouldn't be fair because our home plate umpire has done a nice job. Cardinals hoping for a double play. They're back. The 2-2 delivery is swung on and missed. That'll do it. We'll take that. A strikeout of Jackie Bradley Jr. brings in Matt Duffy. Matt Duffy's going to bat in Salvador Perez's place. So Perez was 1 for 5 in this game. Scored a run. 9th batter of the inning is Matt Duffy. Duffy's had a good year. He's hitting over 300. It's from the right side. So 2 players on their bench that we have not seen. I'll tell you who they are, as the first pitch is fouled off to the right. Edward Olivares, who we saw a lot of last year against the Royals, and Michael Garcia. That's their bench. Talked about their bullpen. Their bullpen includes Nick Whitgren, by the way, who was a Cardinal last year, and it's his birthday today. 32 years old, so happy birthday to Nick. There's a strike. Had some good times and some bad times with the Cardinals, but really great guy in the clubhouse. Everybody liked Nick Whitgren. And he's one of the 2 former Cardinals in their bullpen. Next pitch from Stratton is hit in the air to center field. Backing up and getting a line on it is Mercado, and he makes the play. So 9 up for the Royals in the top of the 9th inning. They score 3, and it's off to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Cardinals trailing big, 7-0.
Saturday, June 10th is the 31st annual Christian Day at the ballpark, presented by He Gets Us. That day, the Cardinals host the Reds, and fans are invited to stay in their seats for a post-game program featuring current Cardinal players, broadcasters, and this year's featured speaker, former Cardinals player and member of the 2006 championship team, Scott Spiezio. That's Saturday, June 10th, Christian Day at the ballpark. For full details or to purchase tickets, visit cardinals.com/Christian Day.
Last summer, St. Louis was hit by severe flooding, causing stress, anxiety, and feelings of being overwhelmed. However, there is hope. Show Me Hope Missouri's crisis counseling program offers free and confidential support to those affected by the floods. The Disaster Distress Helpline offers immediate crisis counseling to anybody experiencing emotional distress related to any disaster. To connect with local providers and get back in the game, visit moshowmehope.org. This message is brought to you by the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced. Let our professional parts people test your battery for free at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Broken bricks, falling fences, damaged doors. Gorilla Glue, of course. Gorilla Glue is incredibly strong, 100% waterproof, and bonds virtually everything. Gorilla Glue, for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Hicks, the pitch, swing and a miss, 100 miles an hour.
Come on down to the official Cardinals team store for all your Cardinals merchandise needs. We have the latest variety of hoodies, jackets, jerseys, and more. Look good this season with the best selection of Cardinals gear in town. The official Cardinals team store at Busch Stadium is open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, call 314-345-9180.
This is Jordan Hicks. See you at the ballpark.
Cardinals just have not been able to get anything going today offensively. Just 2 hits against the Royals pitchers, and now we've got a new one. The 5th pitcher of the game is Lemire Garrett, the former Cincinnati Red. He has pitched 20 innings out of the bullpen for Kansas City, has a good earned run average, 3.15, and his K per 9 is close to 10, which is a very good number. A big, tall left-hander, played college basketball, and again, if you followed the Cardinals, you've certainly seen them play the Reds, and you know those stories, but he is a guy that when he's right is very hard to hit. And really, the Royals have been terrific in this game. None more terrific than Mike Myers, a former Cardinal, went 6 innings, gave up just 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 3. So it's Tommy Edman to lead things off, and the first pitch is high for a ball to him. Hitters everywhere have discovered the best-kept secret in baseball. Win Reality is virtual reality training for real-world hitting success. Be ready for real at winreality.com. Next pitch is a called strike to Tommy. Now the Cardinals need base runners, and they need a ton of them. Edman, Mercado, and Goldschmidt to bat here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the fastball is taken on the inside corner at 95 from Garrett, who still throws hard. Again, it's Zach Greinke and Miles Michaelis tomorrow as the Cardinals will play the Royals for the 2nd time, and that's the entire homestand. The 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. Very odd homestand on the schedule with 2 off days to follow before the Cardinals head back out on the road to play Pittsburgh and then Texas. Texas has a very good team. The 2-2 delivery is taken high, and Pittsburgh, of course, has been, well, one of the surprise teams in the National League. There's been surprise teams all over baseball, but you'd have to say Pittsburgh has been very good at that. So 3 games in Pittsburgh and then 3 in Texas. The 3-2 delivery to Tommy Edman is hit in the air, foul, and that's going to get out of play. Tommy was out bunting, and he lined out to center field. Almost broke up the no-hitter in the 6th inning, but that didn't happen until Arenado did it in the 8th. Next delivery to Tommy is grounded foul past Pop Warner. So we'll do the 3-2 pitch again. Nothing quite has worked well here for the Cardinals today. Maybe still reeling after that 9th inning loss yesterday in Cleveland. But a 7-0 score here, and they've been out hit 16-2. 3-2 pitch to Tommy's bounce foul. Watch out in the Royals dugout. That sent everybody running for the hills. Well, I guess the hill is the other way. Payoff pitch coming up one more time to Tommy Edman, and he grounds it foul again. He's getting good at that. And we hope that Lars Nootbaar will be okay. He had to leave the game with a back spasm, is the official phrase we were told, listed day to day. Again, 45,911 here at the ballpark today. I know they've had a good time, but would have preferred the Cardinals to play better today, and so would they. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Garrett does not give in. He strikes out Tommy Edman. And before Mercado bats for the third time, let's pause on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Strike one on the outside corner. This is Ricky Horton. I've been working today with Mike Claiborne. John Rooney is off today and tomorrow. Of course, be back on the trip to Pittsburgh and Texas. Jim Jackson, our producer-engineer, and time is asked at the plate by Mercado, who's still hitting .346, 0 for 2 today. Garrett looks a little frustrated by the timeout. He was ready to go. Now he's back on the mound. He kind of always looks frustrated to me. The one-strike pitch is outside. 1-1. Juan Yepez is in the on-deck circle. He will bat for Goldschmidt. Next delivery is swung on and missed. Good curveball by Garrett. Again, all the players today wearing the patch with the poppy on it, and it says, lest we forget on it. In honor of those who have served in the military on this Memorial Day and gave the ultimate sacrifice. There's a fly ball down the right field line, and that is out of play. 1-2 on Mercado. Garrett has his sign with the catcher and delivers a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Mercado. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Garrett. He looks good. And the Cardinals' last hope here this afternoon is Juan Yepez. Yepez wears number 13, is pinch hitting for Paul Goldschmidt. And the Cardinals will come back trying again tomorrow. Again, our play-by-play begins at 6:35. Greinke and Michaelis. The Cubs won today on our Dobbs Tire and Auto Center scoreboard behind Marcus Stroman. Record now 5-4. He beat Tampa Bay 1-0. First pitch to Yeppe is a little bit outside, ball 1. Yepez deep in the box. And the next delivery is popped foul off to the right. 21 batters retired to beginning of a game is tied for second most in Royals history. Tied with Brett Saberhagen, who did it in 1985. We know how good he was in 85. Jorge Lopez has the longest such streak as a foul ball is hit off to the right. He retired the first 24 batters of a game in 2018 against the Minnesota Twins. So today, the Royals pitching, and it was really 2 guys, Staumont and Myers, retired the first 21 batters before Arenado singled. Cardinals down to their last strike, and it's down and away, ball 2 to Juan Yepez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On deck, if Yepez can get aboard, is Nolan Gorman. And he would get an at-bat against the lefty. The 2-2 pitch is a little squibber down the first base side. A broken bat handled at first by Prado. And Yepez and the Cardinals are retired, and the Royals pick up a victory here in Game 1 of the 2-game series. A convincing Royals victory as they win this one 7-0. 7 runs, 16 hits, no errors for Kansas City. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. We'll have more after this.
Hi, I'm Skylar Pumphrey. I work for Greenview as the maintenance manager. We can help with that overgrown garden or neglected area of your yard. We do a summer cleanup. Greenview can help with organic tree fertilization, planting annuals, repairing edging, resealing patios, burying unsightly downspouts, installing drainage for that tricky wet spot. Make Greenview your call for all jobs, big or small. Call Greenview today at 217-586-1112 and give Lori a call. She'll get you set up with an appointment. Visit greenview.com.
Here's Scott Allen, manager of Paxton Hardware and Rental, to tell you about his store.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're just a nice small-town hardware store who really cares about our community and really cares about our customers. All we want to do is provide you with the best service we can, the best products we can, the best selection we can.
Paxton Hardware and Rental has everything you could need.
It's an awful lot, though. It's hard to keep it all straight sometimes, but we can find it for you.
Paxton Hardware and Rental, 217-379-3611.
You're going to get first-class, first-rate service here at Paxton Hardware and Rental.
Get ready for summer fun. Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center opens Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy lap swimming, the leisure pool, climbing wall, water slides, and more. Purchase pool memberships or punch cards as you visit Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center. Rent the pool for parties. Call Jennifer, 217-239-7946. Urbana Park District, welcoming you to the pool Memorial Day weekend. Learn more at urbanaparks.org.
Hello, golfers! The Special Olympics Illinois Region I Golf Outing is Friday, August 4th, and we want you to join us. Registration and lunch is at 11 a.m. Shotgun start is at noon. There's free Riggs beer throughout the event, golfer games out on the course led by athlete Emerson York. Appetizers from the Roadshow Catering and cash awards for team prizes are immediately following. For details, visit soill.org.
Kansas City Royals took it to the Cardinals here this afternoon on Memorial Day. It really was a beautiful day at the ballpark. Very comfortable day and big crowd on hand here, but it was all Kansas City Royals as they score 7 runs on 16 hits, no errors, and they left 14 on base in this game. The Cardinals, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Mike Myers, the winning pitcher, he wins his first ball game of the year. He's 1-0, and Adam Wainwright picks up his first loss of the year. He's 2-1, 45,911. We're on hand here to see it today in a game that took 2 hours and 47 minutes as the Royals, well, they didn't really tag Adam Wainwright, but they got enough runs off of him early and then added on a lot late, and the Cardinals dropped this game 7-0. I'll have the Marriott St. Louis Grand play of the game when we come back.
Hey, Class A CDL drivers. Gail Frericks Trucking wants to invite you to join our team and get a taste of what it's like to work with a team that cares about you, your home time, and your professional growth as well as your paycheck. This is Operations Manager Donna Onstadt inviting you to join us as we continue building the company you would have started if you knew then what you know now. Gail Frericks Trucking. Call 765-793-7131 today. Our drivers are pre-dispatched, make a guaranteed minimum gross pay of $1,200 per week, have paid vacations and benefits, and are home every weekend and sometimes during the week for quality family time. Our openings are limited, so don't miss your opportunity with the top-paying trucking company in the area, Gail Frericks Trucking. Call 765-793-7131 today. The days are getting longer, and our customers are booking us up with freight. Gail Frericks Trucking. 765-793-7131 or email timo@gftlog.com.
Paxton Hardware and Rental, located at 525 Market Street in Paxton, offers a huge catalog of rentals. Whether you're looking for a contractor, a do-it-yourself project, landscaping help, wedding rentals, or even party and event rentals like bounce houses, manager Scott Allen has what you need.
We have a really nice rental fleet. Our equipment we try to keep new, clean, in good operation, and at a super reasonable price.
Paxton Hardware and Rental, 217-379-3611.
You're going to get first-class, first-rate service here at Paxton Hardware and Rental.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable. Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
Hi, it's Stevie J. Sit back and relax and take the drive with Lonte and Derek Piper. Weekdays 4 to 6 right here on ESPN Radio 93.5.
Right. Stranding 2 runners in the first inning. He was able to make a couple of pitches, got out of that first inning, and the Cardinals went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. And get used to me saying that because that's what happened through the first 7 innings of the game for the Cardinals, as Josh Staumont was the opener for Kansas City. Mike Myers came in after him and gave up just 2 hits in 6 innings, but he had gone through 7 without a Cardinal base runner. But the Royals, well, they got on the board in the 3rd inning against Wainwright, who ended up picking up the loss today. And they did it with a leadoff double by Nick Pratto. And then really very early in this game, our Marriott St. Louis Grand Play of the game came with Pasquantino at the plate.
Runner at second, nobody out. We're in the top of the 3rd, no score. Here's his next pitch. There's a line drive down the first baseline, and that's going to score a run just out of the reach of Brendan Donovan. Pasquantino is going to go into second base, and he's safe for an RBI double that puts the Royals on the board 1-0.
And 1-0 is all they had, or all they needed, I should say, as Salvador Perez ends up scoring in the 5th inning, and MJ Melendez scores as well. So 3-0 through 5 innings of play, and the Cardinals, again, not getting anything going. Finally, after the Royals do add another run in the 8th inning, Nicky Lopez, a base hit. He stole second base and scored on a hit by Pasquantino at 2 RBIs in the game, not just the Marriott St. Louis Grand Play of the game, but also a hit in the 8th inning. And at that time, it made it 4-0, but then the Royals added on big after the Cardinals did get their first hit. Bottom of the 8th inning, that was Nolan Arenado, and Contreras also broken 0 for 27. 2 hits in the 8th, but the Cardinals couldn't score. And then in the 9th, the Royals broke it open. Bobby Witt, a leadoff home run, another home run 2 batters later by Michael Massey en route to a 7-0 victory for the Royals here this afternoon. Again, it's Zach Greinke and Miles Michaelis. That will be tomorrow night. Our pregame show is at 5:50, play-by-play at 6:35 on the Cardinals Radio Network, and we hope that you will join us. The Cardinals drop game 1 of 2 to the Royals here this afternoon on this Memorial Day. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And the story here at Busch Stadium is the Cardinals dropping game 1, 7-0. We'll see you tomorrow.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball has been brought to you by Budweiser, official beer of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealers, the official vehicles of the St. Louis Cardinals. By Schnucks. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. By Shelter Insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com to help choose the coverage that works for your auto, home, and life insurance. By Explore St. Louis. Learn all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. By the Painting and Decorating Foundation. And by Sonic Drive-In. Sonic. This is the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
That did not go so well for the Cardinals in front of a great crowd of 45,911 folks on Memorial Day. Kansas City comes in and picks up a 7-0 victory for the Cardinals. They were no-hit for a while. Not just no-hit, it was a perfect game for a while until the Cardinals were finally able to put together a couple hits in the 8th inning from Nolan Arenado and Wilson Contreras. But that was the extent of what they did offensively today, losing 7-0. Adam Wainwright, okay, 5 innings, 3 runs, 9 hits, but the bullpen certainly struggled, especially Drew Verhagen. I thought Steven Matz did a nice job. I was a little surprised that he came back in for a 3rd inning of work after he had 2 scoreless innings, but at the end of the day, That's a 7-0 loss for the Cardinals today. We do welcome you in to the Mercy Cardinals post-game show here on the Cardinals Radio Network. We'll go back through the game with the highlights coming up in just a few moments. We'll also get the post-game comments of Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol, and we'll tell you what's going on across baseball. That's all coming up. This is the Mercy Cardinals post-game show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
I'm Howard Mackler, founder of Innovation Refunds. You've heard me talking about the payroll tax refund for months. If you own a business, even if you've asked your CPA about this, you owe it to yourself to take another look. We provide a licensed and insured tax attorney who evaluates your company at my expense to determine eligibility. Businesses of all types can qualify, so go to GetRefunds.com to potentially get a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Download the Innovation Refunds app or go to GetRefunds.com, GetRefunds.com.
Win Reality would like to acknowledge all the baseball parents out there, the ones who put in the time, the love, and the money to support the future of the game. To say thank you, a Win Reality subscription of state-of-the-art virtual reality training is yours for 20% off. We understand that their improvement, their success at the plate, and their enjoyment of the game is your reward. So give your player the greatest innovation in hitter training. Be ready for real at winreality.com and use promo code PARENTS.
Crossroads Contractor Supply, bringing us our Stevie J Broadcasting Law Enforcement Official of the Month.
From Champaign County Sheriff Deputy Andy Livingston.
Did you always have kind of a passion for law enforcement? Were you thinking, I'll do this for a living?
You know what? At first, it wasn't law enforcement, but I knew I wanted to help the community in some way. But definitely after I got into the military and got out or was on the back half of that, I knew I wanted to serve, and this was the right place for me.
Awesome.
Is it accurate to say that you and all of your brothers and sisters in law enforcement are simply wanting to help people on not their best day?
Absolutely. I mean, majority of the people we deal with it's their worst day ever. So, people say, a lot of officers say the reason they join is to help people. It's a cliche answer, but it's a genuine answer at that.
Crossroads Contractor Supply, delivering within a 150-mile radius of Champaign-Urbana, supporting our Law Enforcement Official of the Month.
Horizon Hobbies RC Fest is coming to Eli Field in Monticello June 9th and 10th. This premier radio control air show will feature 150-mile-per-hour jets, helicopters, aerobatic classics, and even spectacular night flying displays.
See the Reminator Monster Truck Car Crush, King Sling Mud Truck, and meet Ryan Anderson and other Monster Jam superstars.
Enjoy the hands-on family celebration at Eli Field in Monticello with the on-site hobby shop selling all sorts of amazing Horizon Hobby RC products at great prices.
Get more details at horizonrcfest.com. Paxton Hardware and Rental in Paxton, Illinois is your locally owned hardware store, a proud member of the True Value family, and they're here to serve our community. Whether you're a pro or taking on a do-it-yourself home improvement project for the first time, Paxton Hardware and Rental is offering expert advice, tools, equipment, and the products you need to get the job done right. Paxton Hardware and Rental, locally owned on Market Street in downtown Paxton.
Hi, it's Stevie J. Sit back and relax and take the drive with Lonte and Derek Piper. Weekdays 4 to 6 right here on ESPN Radio 93.5.
Tough afternoon for the Cardinals. They lose to the Royals by a 7-0 score. This is the Mercy Cardinals post-game show. My name's Matt Pauley. Let's go back through the game with the highlights. The starting pitching matchup today for the Cardinals. Adam Wainwright on the mound for the Royals. They went with Josh Staumont, but he was just it was a bullpen game, really. Well, it was supposed to be a bullpen game. Their second pitcher turned it into a little bit more than that. But the idea going in for Kansas City was that it was going to be a bullpen game. In the top of the first inning, Adam Wainwright gives up a couple hits, but strands a couple runners. Cardinals don't do much in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless as we move along to the second. In the second inning, Wainwright gets a little bit of help from his center fielder, Lars Nootbaar, matched up against the leadoff hitter in the second, Michael Massey.
The 1-1 delivery is a curveball that's hit into center field. And Nootbaar's backing up some more, looking up and jumping and catching the ball against the wall.
Nice catch made out there. Freddie Fermin then strikes out a Nicky Lopez base hit, puts 1 on and 2 outs, and it's Drew Waters at the plate.
Waino holds, lets the pitch clock go down to 7 and delivers a curveball, and he gets a swing and a miss. He strikes out Waters and 2 strikeouts for Wainwright. He's put 2 zeros up on the board.
Yeah, that was a nice second inning from Wainwright. Scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second, and Stamann's day would already be done as Mike Myers would come into the contest. Somebody who's in the Cardinals organization previously, making his debut against St. Louis. He had never pitched against the Cardinals in his career. Puts up a 0 in the second inning, and we go to the third. Nick Pratto leads the inning off with a double. On that play, Lars Nootbaar on the track kind of stumbles and falls, and he's in a lot of pain. He ends up coming out of the game. He is replaced by Oscar Mercado. It was later reported by the Cardinals that it was lower back spasms for Nootbaar, and he was listed as day-to-day. So Mercado comes into the game, runner on at second, and at the plate, it is Vinny Pasquantino.
But not today. Here's his next pitch. There's a line drive down the first baseline, and that's going to score a run just out of the reach of Brendan Donovan. Pasquantino is going to go into second base, and he's safe for an RBI double that puts the Royals on the board 1-0.
The Royals would end up loading the bases even after this as they try to break it open in the third, but Adam Wainwright would get out of the inning on a Freddie Fermin ground out, and that would finish things off. 1 run on 3 hits, 3 left on in the third for the Royals as we would move along to the fourth inning. Cardinals don't do much of anything. 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down through each of the first 3 innings. Then in the fourth inning, Nicky Lopez leads the inning off with a base hit, and the next 2 batters that Adam Wainwright faces off against is Drew Waters and Nick Pratto.
0-2 to the hitter, Drew Waters. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. He threw him a changeup, and he goes down on strikes, or a curveball rather. So that's the second time he struck out against Adam Wainwright, and that's Waino's 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. Adam Wainwright about to unload his 71st pitch, and that pitch is inside corner, called strike. Delayed call by Mark Wegner, but it was a strike. It painted the inside corner.
So 1-0 as we go to the 5th inning. Adam Wainwright giving up just that 1 run, pitching pretty well in the 5th inning, though. Salvador Perez leads the inning off with a base hit, and then with 1 out, it's MJ Melendez at the plate.
Crouched at the plate, and the pitch to him is hit hard in the right center field gap. That's going to go to the wall. That ball was smoked. Mercado trying to run it down, but it's Edman that picks it up, and they're going to send Perez to the plate. The throw is to the plate and not in time as the Royals pick up their 2nd run on the double by Melendez, who goes to third base on the throw, and it's 2-0 Kansas City Royals.
They end up calling it a triple for Melendez, which was a little bit of a surprise. Michael Massey then walks, and that brings up Freddie Fermin.
Here. Love to see that from Waino, and the pitch is a bunt attempt right back to the pitcher, but it has to be handled by the catcher Contreras. A perfect sacrifice bunt. It's actually a squeeze play, not a suicide squeeze, but a safety squeeze as Fermin gets the bunt down, and the Royals pick up another run. It's 3-0 Kansas City.
That does result in the 2nd out, and it brings up Nicky Lopez.
Rust is fine. The 2-2 delivery is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. He catches Lopez looking, and that's strikeout number 6 for Wainwright.
So they're through 5. It's a 3-0 game. Kansas City has the lead. Wainwright would be done after those 5 innings. Steven Matz would come on to pitch in the 6th inning. With the 2 off days later on this week, they're able to reset the rotation. Matz's spot on the roster and what his role is going to be kind of up in the air right now. And Matz, with a lineup that had a good number of lefties in it, had a really good 6th inning as he goes out and has a 1-2-3 frame. He comes back out for the 7th inning. He does allow a couple base runners on a couple hit by pitches. So 2 on, 2 outs, and he is matched up against Fermin.
Next pitch, swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes, but the inning is over as Bobby Witt was trying to steal the bag, but the Cardinals get out unscathed.
They do. Maybe a little bit of a surprise. Steven Matz, after 2 really strong innings, comes back out for a 3rd as he faces off against Nicky Lopez in the 8th inning. Lopez a lefty, so maybe you're looking to get him out. Lopez does get a base hit. Then Drew Waters strikes out. Lopez will steal 2nd. Then Nick Pratto strikes out. So there's 2 outs in the inning. Runner on at 2nd, and it brings up Vinny Pasquantino.
And the next pitch is hit through the hole between short and third. That's a hit, and charging it is Burleson. The throw to the plate is not in time. As Lopez scored, he was actually waiting to see if that ball was going to get through the infield. He didn't want the ball to hit him, actually. And the ball went into left field with shortstop being vacant. And a base hit the other way, and the Royals tack on. They now lead 4-0.
And that ends the day for Steven Matz. I would argue it was a pretty good day for Matz, even giving up that run, especially with his scoreless first 2 innings. Drew Verhagen comes in, and he gets Salvador Perez to strike out for the final out there in the 8th inning. The bigger story throughout this entire game, as much as the story was the Royals scoring 4 runs, the bigger story was what was going on with the Cardinals offensively. 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, every inning through 7, as a perfect game was being thrown. Now, mind you, there has never been a combined perfect game in Major League history. There has been a combined no-hitter, but there's never been a combined perfect game in Major League history. So we head to the 8th inning, and the first batter in the 8th inning for the Cardinals, who were looking for their first base runner, it's Nolan Arenado.
Time in this game. The 1-0 pitch is hit to left field for a base hit. And that breaks up the perfect game and the no-hitter, the combined perfect game / no-hitter for Josh Staumont and Mike Meyer. As the Cardinals have their first base runner playing here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that was a clean line drive single by the Cardinal third baseman Arenado.
And then the next hitter after that is Wilson Contreras.
One of the great
I wonder if that's
giant pitchers.
Field.
There's a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And Contreras breaks his over on a base hit up the middle, and the Cardinals are in business here in the 8th inning.
They were, it seemed, as that would end the day for Mike Myers, who was really good. Taylor Clark comes in with the 2 on, and he gets Brendan Donovan to pop out, Paul DeYoung to fly out, and Alec Burleson to pop out. So the threat is mitigated very quickly. The Cardinals can't do anything with their first 2 base runners of the day, and it remains a 4-0 game as we move to the 9th inning. Drew Verhagen continuing to pitch for the Cardinals into the 9th, and the first batter in the 9th inning is Bobby Witt Jr.
Here in the 9th inning. Next delivery, a curveball. That's hit high and deep to left field. How deep? It is over the wall and into the bullpen. Bobby Witt has just hit his 10th home run of the year, and it's 5-0 Kansas City Royals. Their 12th hit of the afternoon. Witt's first hit.
They've got more where that came from. After a walk to Melendez, Michael Massey is once again standing in.
And Massey hits that ball a ton to right field. Is it going to stay in the park? Backing up to the track and jumping, and he can't get it. It's a big fly, a home run for Massey, as Tommy Edman gave it a great effort up against the wall and just came up a tad short. A 2-run home run for Massey, his 4th of the year.
3 base hits would then load the bases. That would end the day for Drew Verhagen, as Chris Stratton would come into the contest. He would get out of it with no more damage. 3 runs on 5 hits in the 9th inning for the Royals. The Cardinals go down relatively quietly. No hits in the 9th inning, and this game finishes off with Kansas City winning by a 7-0 score. With the victory, Kansas City improves to 17-38. The Cardinals drop to 24-32 winning totals for Kansas City. 7 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They leave 14 for the Cardinals. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave just 2 runners on base. The winning pitcher, Myers, 1-0. Wainwright, the loss. He is 2-1. Home runs in the game. Witt, his 10th, Massey, his 4th. The game lasting 2 hours and 47 minutes. Played in front of a sellout crowd of 45,911 folks. When we return, we'll hear from Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol, as this is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
There's a certain magic here in Cardinals Nation. Can you feel it? Central Bank is the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get a 2013 League Champions jersey and 2 game tickets. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
This is Ricky Horton. When I was a pitcher, I had to study every batter, determine each pitch to throw, and deliver the ball correctly because a single pitch can determine the outcome of the game. That's what Vitae Foundation does. They study the mindset of a woman facing an unexpected pregnancy and craft and present the right message that will empower her to confidently take that swing and choose life for her child. Help Vitae continue their crucial research so they can equip women to win at life. For more information, visit adsforlife.org.
There are over 10,000 reasons why steel is not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Find tools for the job site or your own backyard at over 10,000 authorized local steel dealers. Find yours at steelusa.com. Lowe's and Home Depot are trademarks of their respective companies.
Here's your OSF Healthcare Medical Minute.
Hi, my name is Stacy Sutton. I'm the Director of Nursing Operations at OSF Heart of Mary Medical Center with oversight of the Emergency Department. When a serious or life-threatening condition strikes, you can count on OSF Heart of Mary Medical Center to deliver fast and leading-edge care that you need. Our dedicated team of board-certified physicians, nurses, and support staff provide 24/7 care from geriatrics to pediatrics. Should your care need to be elevated, OSF Healthcare offers a wide array of specialties such as pulmonology, cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, OBGYN, and pediatrics. Our mission is to serve with the greatest care and love. Come to OSF Heart of Mary to experience the difference we can make in your care. And remember, if you're experiencing a life-threatening emergency, call 911.
For more information, visit osfhealthcare.org.
John, the price of groceries is enough to send somebody into a panic mode these days.
Yeah, especially when the refrigerator goes kaput.
Even more so. We got a call from a customer who had that problem with a freezer load of those expensive groceries.
And that'll keep you awake at night just thinking about it.
Right. So, because Dick Van Dyke stocks the 100 most used parts, we were able to send a factory-trained tech out to her place to fix the problem before she lost any of that food.
And he wasn't some subcontractor either.
Trained right here locally by the team of Dick Van Dyke.
You know, one way to fight inflation?
Yep.
Keep from having to buy expensive stuff twice.
This is Dennis Regan, chairman of Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store, which means you have the comfort of knowing that if anything goes wrong, we'll make it right. Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We stand behind what we sell. We offer so much more. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Hey, Illini fans, it's Mike Greenberg. Catch Lonte and Derek Piper weekdays from 4 to 6 right here on ESPN Radio 93.5.
7-0, the Cardinals lose to Kansas City, opening up a quick two-game series against each other as we continue on with the Mercy Cardinals post-game show. Let's go ahead and name our player of the game. It is sponsored by the Air National Guard, where you can serve your state, serve your nation, and serve your way. I want to just mention Steven Matz because I thought for everything he's been going through recently, for him to come out and throw those two scoreless innings before coming out for a third inning and eventually giving up a run, he really did a nice job. If you're looking for a positive from this game, it probably is Steven Matz, but it's hard to look past the job that the second pitcher in today for the Royals and Mike Myers, a former Cardinals farmhand, did. He went 6 scoreless, giving up just 2 hits, and those 2 hits he had given up were the final 2 batters that he ended up facing off against. So he had gone 6 hitless innings, scoreless innings. The Kansas City had a perfect game going into the 8th inning. So that was quite the performance from him. So we'll look over to the Kansas City side of things today for our player of the game, sponsored by the Air National Guard. Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol spoke just a little while ago, talked about how much his team is grinding right now with the schedule, the 19 days in a row, everything that's going on here at the moment.
Honestly, day game, travel day game, and it showed. Guys are at 18 in a row, and you can see it, you can feel it, no excuse. But they're playing through it. Today it showed. It was hard to get anything going offensively.
How do you rally through that? You have one more to go in the stretch, 4 2 off days. How do you just sort of boot it for one day and push through it?
Yeah, that's what we're here for. You're professionals. You wake up, you get your body ready, and you go. And we're all going to have to do that. Today was a tough one. But yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to get anything going Big part of our group being able to do what they've done over the last stretch is they've gone every day. And part of that is 19 in a row is real. But we got one more tomorrow. We got to rally and figure out a way to win tomorrow and then get those 2 off days.
Ollie, to get back in the race, how much did you have to kind of push, play guys maybe on days when you didn't want to because you're trying to get back in this thing?
Yeah, we dug ourselves a hole in April, and then you got 19 in a row in that combination. You got to go, and the guys wanted to go. That's the big part. They wanted to gain ground and do that in May, and they did it. Now we got to finish tomorrow with the win, and then get those 2 days off, and then keep rolling.
You talked pregame about Steven Matson, what you'd like to see from him.
Yeah.
How would you assess that?
I thought the velo was up. Sinker was good. A lot of swing and miss on the sinker, over 40% whip on that. A lot of good changeups, and then mixed in the slider, which is something he's been working on in combination with the curveball. So overall, I think that was actually a productive outing for him.
You spoke about needing to see Steven Matson being comfortable in that situation. Do you feel like he felt that today?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him, but it sure seemed like it. Got ready quick, got in there, did his job, gave us a chance. So overall, kind of like what we saw, the tick up in velo and the swing and miss on that pitch was pretty good.
What's the status with Duke and just how?
Yeah, once I get out of here, I'll sit with him and see how he's feeling. Right now, what I've been told is just hit his back when he ran into the wall there, and then day to day at the moment. But I haven't sat down and actually talked to him yet. Yeah.
He was relating that to when earlier in the play in the game where he collided with the wall.
The inning before? Yeah. Yes, correct. Definitely related to it. He came in the dugout, got a little bit of work done, took some swings underneath, felt like he can go, went out there, and it kind of just ran down his back and down his leg a little bit. So, yeah.
Ollie, how do you evaluate the heavyweight race?
Pretty good. Traffic and some non-plays drove the pitch count up, but overall gave us a shot. Yeah, did what he needed to do to keep us in the game. Navigated some traffic there. We could have played a little better defense behind him, but overall, he gave us a chance. Pitch count wasn't driven up. He can give you 6 there. Yeah.
Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol speaking with the media just a little while ago. Cardinals lose to Kansas City 7-0. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Take me out to Club Car Wash and then we'll head to the game. Buy me a membership really fast. Unlimited means that I'll keep coming back and we'll root for the Cardinals in cars, trucks, and SUVs with free towels, vacuums, and detail protected ceramic X3.
Official car wash of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel, soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
Hey, Class A CDL drivers. Gail Frericks Trucking wants to invite you to join our team and get a taste of what it's like to work with a team that cares about you, your home time, and your professional growth, as well as your paycheck. This is Operations Manager Donna Onstadt inviting you to join us as we continue building the company you would have started if you knew then what you know now. Gail Frericks Trucking. Call 765-793-7131 today. Our drivers are pre-dispatched, make a guaranteed minimum gross pay of $1,200 per week, have paid vacations and benefits, and are home every weekend and sometimes during the week for quality family time. Our openings are limited, so don't miss your opportunity with the top-paying trucking company in the area, Gail Frericks Trucking. Call 765-793-7131 today. The days are getting longer, and our customers are booking us up with freight. Gail Frericks Trucking. 765-793-7131 or email timo@gftlog.com.
Hi, I'm Skylar Pumphrey. I work for Greenview as the maintenance manager. We can help with that overgrown garden or neglected area of your yard. We do a summer cleanup. Let Greenview get your property prepared for 4th of July and other summer gatherings. Greenview specializes in outdoor living spaces, outdoor kitchens, water features, patios, pergolas, fire pits. Make Greenview your call for all jobs, big or small. Call Greenview today at 217-586-1112 and give Lori a call. She'll get you set up with an appointment. Visit greenview.com.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
5 people in my family received life-saving kidney transplants. As fans, you've always stepped up. Now I'm asking you to do it again. Go to fansforlife.org and register to become a donor. And if you're a healthcare professional who wants to join our life-saving mission, check out midamericatransplant.org for career opportunities.
Tough afternoon for the Cardinals. They lose at home to Kansas City 7-0. This is the Mercy Cardinals post-game show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. With every seat within 120 feet of the field, soccer fans will have the best views in the city as they cheer on St. Louis City SC, the first majority female-owned club in MLS history. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com for more information. Let's give you some scores. Not a whole lot going on. One of my pet peeves in baseball is the fact that not everybody plays on some of these summer holidays, whether it's Memorial Day or Labor Day. There are teams that have the day off. In fact, 8 teams not playing today. The Cardinals actually were not scheduled to play today. This was originally scheduled to be a Tuesday-Wednesday series, with the Cardinals having Monday and Thursday off. However, they were able to change the schedule around to have a home game on Memorial Day. Sellout crowd, obviously a big day for them, but Major League Baseball, for whatever reason, does not put a lot of emphasis on making sure that every team plays on a Memorial Day, on a Labor Day, things like that. I believe the Cardinals may be off on Labor Day later on this year, but nonetheless, the Cardinals able to play. That's part of the reason they're in the middle of this 19 straight days without a game today, or without a day off. Today was supposed to be a day off for them. Anyways, around the NL Central, 2 other games of note. The Pittsburgh Pirates are losing in San Francisco to the Giants by a 5-0 score. They are through 2, and a low-scoring game at Wrigley. The Cubs edge the Rays 1-0. Marcus Stroman throws a complete game shutout. How about that? Gives up just 1 hit. 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. What a performance from Stroman today as the Cubs get that 1-0 victory, and they go to 23-30. They've really been struggling recently, so I'm sure for them that is just what they needed. In our game, 7-0, the Cardinals lose to Kansas City. We'll take another break, come back. We'll preview game 2 of this series and get you all set for that series finale tomorrow. We'll also give you our saves leaderboard. That's all coming up. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
At Discount Tire, we know your time is valuable. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at DiscountTire.com. Did you know that Discount Tire now sells wiper blades? Stop by for a free air checker tire inspection and ask an associate about wiper blades today. And remember, if ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. Discount Tire.
Let's get you taken care of. NAMI St. Louis wants you to know that you are not alone. NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness, St. Louis, provides no-cost, peer-led mental health education, advocacy, and support to all who have mental health needs and for their families, caregivers, and the community. To learn more about how to get involved, please visit NAMISTL.org or call the office at 314-962-4670. That's 314-962-4670.
Anchors away. Experience the mighty Mississippi this spring aboard the riverboats at the Gateway Arch. See spectacular views of the Arch on a 1-hour St. Louis riverfront cruise. Grab your friends for a drink on our Sunday brunch cruise. Bring the kids for a weekend afternoon lunch at the Paddle Wheel Cafe. Make family meals easy with a dinner cruise on the Mississippi. Cruises begin March 3rd for the 2023 season. Book your cruise today at gatewayarch.com/buy tickets.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com to get started. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
When one Cardinal legend moves on, there always seems to be another right behind him. I can say the same thing for Cardinals Magazine, which always lives up to its commitment to make its next issue better than the last. Readers love the content that stands out from the norm. Classic, informative, entertaining, exclusive. If you can't get enough Cardinals baseball, you'll get a lot closer when you subscribe to Cardinals Magazine. Call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
Back at it here on the Cardinals Radio Network after the Cardinals lose to Kansas City by a 7-0 score. Let's go ahead and take a look at our saves leaderboard. It's being brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. Leading the way across Major League Baseball, somebody the Cardinals just saw, Emmanuel Clase of Cleveland. He has 17 saves, and then 14 saves for San Francisco's Camilo Doval, and 13 saves for Baltimore's Felix Bautista and San Diego's Josh Hader. That is our saves leaderboard, and it's brought to you by Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missourian, we're for you. Game 2 of this 2-game series. So the series finale coming up tomorrow evening. Maybe a little bit of time here to get some rest for the Cardinals, who did travel in and then played this game today. Tomorrow they'll finally get done with it and get back-to-back off days on Wednesday and Thursday. The pitching matchup tomorrow, it's a pretty good one. The Cardinals will have Miles Michaelis on the mound. He's 3-1 with a 4.23 ERA. He has been pitching pretty well here recently for the Cardinals, and he is going to be opposed by right-hand pitcher Zach Greinke. Greinke is 1-5 this year with a 4.55 ERA. 6:45 first pitch tomorrow. That means our coverage across the radio network is set to begin at 5:50. For the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney, who was on assignment today, along with Ricky Horton and Mike Claiborne, who had the call of the game, on-site engineer Jim Jackson, studio engineer Tyler Rosen. I'm Matt Pauley, thanking you for being tuned in to the broadcast this afternoon. Cardinals lose to the Royals by a 7-0 score. They'll look to split the series tomorrow right here across the Cardinals Radio Network.
Played before, so I think the Giants gained a lot of confidence winning that football game, especially on the road.
When you look at them, Herm, and you look at the Giants, and then on the flip side of things, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins certainly put up some impressive playoff numbers, but in the end, the things that seem to always bite him is finishing. And he didn't finish in this game when it counted most. What does Minnesota do moving forward now?
Well, I think key, in my opinion, just my humble opinion, it's not so much their offense. I mean, they've got an offensive head coach. They got to fix the defense. That is the problem, is defensively, because you put a lot of stress on your quarterback when you can't seem to slow people down, right? And, you know, they play in a lot of one-score games. And so when you think about Kirk Cousins, he had really a marvelous season, to be quite honest. But because he didn't finish right, you know, I mean, obviously he throws the short pass there and they need a first down. I get all that. But really, this all goes back to their defense. I mean, they are one of the poorest defense in the National Football League. And that just stresses you out, Key. I mean, you were fortunate enough to play at a place where, hey, the offense could go 4 series and kick
or
one
12.
Field. But you could go 4 series and punt and kick a field goal, and we're still in the game. The defense lets you catch up.
Yeah.
Because they would hold the score down. Well, this defense, you're always in the mode of, hey man, every time we get the ball, we need to score.
As Brooke would say, Coach, get me 9, we good.
Exactly.
I mean,
9 points was good.
I mean, Herm, it's the second time the Giants have scored 30 or more points this season.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, you do that against Vikings. This does lead me to this question, though, I think about where we're at currently with what you've seen from Daniel Jones over the last 2 months. And I know what Dak Prescott brings to the table. But Daniel Jones and Dak Prescott have the same amount of playoff wins right now. So if I'm asking you, Herm, who has a bigger upside? Like, who are you taking if you had a choice between Daniel Jones or Dak Prescott?
Well, I think it boils down to this. Who's coaching the quarterback and what offense are you obviously running to allow him to be successful? I think Daniel Jones is at a place right now where the coach has done a marvelous job with this young man. In the fact that, everyone knows his contract's up and he wants to be a Giant. And I think he made himself a little bit of money yesterday. And I think he won some of the fan base that was kind of undecided on him. I think the coach likes him, and I think the team likes him. I think the players like the quarterback, and especially what he did yesterday in his first playoff competition. I mean, it was impressive. We knew he was an athlete, but he made some decisions yesterday where you're like, okay, I kind of like this guy. I can live with this. We're down the street from them in that same state, in New York. You think the Jets wouldn't mind having this guy? I mean, he played well yesterday, in my opinion.
Oh, my God, yeah. Who wouldn't, think about the coach. Like, I look at a guy like Tannehill or someone like that, right? Good athletic quarterback, and you're always thinking, okay, now comes the test. You're in the playoffs. Can you at least be your normal self, if not elevate, right? Because guys at that talent level, good but not incredible, you want to see, are they made for that moment, right? Kirk Cousins so far, and he's not even at that size or speed or anything, is not, right? You need 8, he'll get you 6.
Yes.
But Daniel Jones, like Tannehill had not been able to do it. Daniel Jones, in his first playoff appearance, was perfect.
Yes.
The best game he ever played.
Yes.
Like, this is in the tradition of Eli Manning and Phil Simms and good Giants quarterbacks who are great when you need them to be. I wouldn't want them to go anywhere.
No, and I think, the next thing we talk about, too, and Key knows it because he played in that city, you got to have a mentally strong quarterback to play in New York. You just do. Because playing on the field is one thing, but when the game's over, dealing with the masses and how you go about talking to those guys, that's another thing. And you better be a strong guy mentally to handle that. So you got to get the right guy because you're on a big stage. Regardless if you like it or not, you're in New York. And that's you got to perform. And if you don't perform, well, they're going to come at you. And you got to be able to fend that off. And I think this guy has been there long enough. I think he's a good fit for this organization. And I think going forward, they're just going to continue to get better.
Coach Herm Edwards, ESPN NFL analyst, joining us this morning on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. I'm going to ask Herm right now, has he ever blown a 27-point lead as an NFL head coach? Have you ever surrendered a 27-point lead, especially in the playoffs?
Not to my recollection, in watching it unfold, Key, the thing I said, and, this happens in college football a lot, too. You get these leads, and all of a sudden in college football, because the clock stops so much, people come back on you. And when you learn from pro football, even going into college football, you tell these guys, especially offensive coordinator, now, look, we're playing against the clock. We got a 20-point lead. Not saying we're playing conservative, but we got to do some things that make sure that the clock, we're playing against the clock, no longer the opponent. You don't snap the ball until 4 seconds. That 40-second clock, it runs all the way down before you even take a snap. You tell your offensive lineman, hey, look, we're going to snap the ball to 4 seconds. Understand that. It doesn't matter. We make a 10-yard play, 20-yard play. We're going to get back in a huddle, and every 4 seconds, when it gets to 4 seconds, we'll hike the football. You still play your offense, but all you're trying to do is make first downs and move the ball. You'd like to go on a 9, 10-play drive, take 5 minutes off the clock, score. You're not in a hurry anymore. You rest your defense. You just kind of make first downs and just move the ball down the field, break their back. Kind of what San Francisco does. right? I mean, that's what the 49ers do. When they get the lead, it's over. They're going to close the game out, guys. They're going to run it some. They're going to throw a couple boots. They're going to hit some short passes, let the guy make 5 or 6. They're always in 3rd and 3 or less. And they convert it, and another 4 minutes run off the clock. And you're watching that clock bleed down, man, and you're going, oh, boy, we got no shot, right? They didn't do that. It was hard for me to watch. I said, what are you doing right now? You're playing against the clock.
And that is Coach Herm Edwards. Thank you, Coach, as always.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Waking up with Key, J, and
Anyone who has ever needed self-storage knows what a hassle it can be. You have to rent or borrow a truck and then find someone to help you move your stuff. And let's face it, moving furniture and heavy items without damaging them isn't easy. Renting the unit is worse. The hidden fees and admin costs are scarier than the dingy facilities you're leaving your stuff in. Why not use Closet Box instead? Closet Box is self-storage without leaving home. They'll pick up your belongings, store them securely, and bring any item back when you need it. The best part? Unlike traditional self-storage, you only pay for what you store. No paying for unused storage space. Closet Box's background check storage movers are licensed, bonded, and insured and will take care of all of the heavy lifting. Closet Box's local storage centers are temperature controlled and monitored 24/7. Closet Box has an A+ rating from the BBB. Call 877-233-5696 now for the season's best rates. Get $50 off first month storage using code RADIO50. That's 877-233-5696. 877-233-5696.
the Baseball Tonight podcast.
Here's a question for you. Since we're always comparing Yankees and Mets, New York, which shortstop in New York ends up with more home runs this season? Anthony Volpe or Francisco Lindor?
Wow. Man.
I mean, that wouldn't be a question you would even think you could logically ask when this season started.
The Baseball Tonight podcast is on the ESPN app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
It's finals time, where what happens next lives on forever, where history awaits. And seconds last for eternity. This time is for all time.
The NBA Finals, presented by YouTube TV, begins June 1st on ABC.
Mike Greenberg, Greeny.
My daughter's actually graduating from college in a couple of weeks. It's hard to believe. And I know there are some people listening to this right now who remember the day she was born. She was born during the first year of Mike and Mike, and she was known as Baby Nikki on the show for a long time. Baby Nikki is 22, and she's graduating from college in a few weeks. Don't blink. You miss a lot.
Greeny, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Tua, they have to protect him. You can't allow guys to come scot-free. I don't give a damn if it's line protection, if it's picking up blitzes, that's scot-free. That means somebody's coming to get you. That means you're not protecting the quarterback. And I'm all for doing whatever you need to do to figure out how to protect your quarterback and keep him out of harm's way.
GJ and Max, followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
ESPN Plus brings you closer to the world of sports. You get all the live games and exclusive content you could possibly dream of. And it's located in the ESPN app. Not under the bed, not baked inside a wedding cake, in the ESPN app. Not in your neighbor's mailbox, not at the bottom of the ocean, not trapped in the year 1984 or pinned under a boulder.
What he's trying to say is that ESPN Plus brings you closer to the sports you love, and that you can find it in the ESPN app. Download and sign up today.
Hi, I'm Israel Gutierrez, host of the podcast ESPN Daily. Every weekday morning, I'll bring you the best sports story you'll hear all day. Today on ESPN Daily, it's Memorial Day. So Ryan McGee joins the show to share the story of how men and women of the military are helping solve a crisis that is plaguing the world of sports officiating. So follow us and listen wherever you get good podcasts.
ESPN Radio Extra Point with Fitz and Harry.
If you've listened to me anywhere, Harry,
You know, the Vegas is part of the fiber of who I am. So that's right. A rough weekend for me. 2 parts. Number one, I'm sitting there watching I got 2 TVs on, humble brag, because, you know, I live that life. I got 2 TVs on. One of them's got the NBA game on. One of them's got the Stanley Cup, the Western Conference Final on. And I'm watching Vegas in just a back and forth. They go up 1-0. Dallas ties it 1-1 almost immediately later. They go up 2-1. Dallas ties it 2-2 almost immediately later. And then late in the third, great goal followed by another, all of a sudden 4-2. Dallas has now won 2 straight games. You and I had great plans. My birthday is Saturday, June 3rd. Saturday, June 3rd could be game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final in Las Vegas. We could be there. We could be hanging out. But Vegas has got to win this series. So I'm puckered up already. Just about like Vegas in general. My God, the Golden Knights did me no favors.
O'Reilly. Does your vehicle have over 75,000 miles? Get maximum high-mileage engine protection with new Syntec Full Synthetic High-Mileage Motor Oil exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec High Mileage and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $34.99. Limit supply. Ask for Syntec High Mileage at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wendy's $3 breakfast deal is a bacon or sausage egg croissant plus small seasoned potatoes for $3. It's the breakfast that don't miss. So if you did miss Wendy's breakfast, don't imagine. Fresh cracked eggs, sizzling sausage, crispy bacon, and block out those hot, buttery, flaky croissants. Croissants don't really make a sound, but if they did, for a breakfast that don't miss, Wendy's is that breakfast. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $3 breakfast deal.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Select a request $3 breakfast.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.